Hello, my name is Laura McPhee, and I am going to be giving a review on the recent Blackfoot Community Players production of Madagascar, a Musical Adventure Junior. Madagascar Junior is a newly released junior show. The play has already been performed many times by many different theaters, despite it having only been released for a few years. The play is a 60-minute production, not counting the extra 15 to 20 minutes of scene changes and a 10-minute intermission. The book of Madagascar was produced by Kevin Del Aguila, and the original music and lyrics were produced by George Norega and Joel Sommelin. The most recent production of Madagascar, the one that I'll be reviewing, was performed by the Blackfoot Community Players at the Nuart Theatre. This production took place at the very end of February and the very beginning of March. As seen with this poster, it tells the performance dates as well as shares a visual aid of the, it's an advertisement for the rehearsals and everything. The cast for Madagascar Junior spent 2 to 3 months practicing and perfecting the music, as well as many synchronized dances for this performance. There were many weeks spent on perfecting the difficult dance routines and learning to sing the songs along with it. It is very difficult to sing and dance in synchronization. First off, getting 100 kids to do the same dance movement at the same time and look reasonable is nearly impossible. With younger children in this junior show, it made it even more difficult, as we had 5-year-olds in which we were trying to teach them to do cartwheels and move along with the rest of us. And it became even more difficult when we tried to have the 5-year-olds sing while they did their cartwheels. It turned out that our play actually worked out better than we expected, and we were ready for performances by within the very last week. When we performed, the first 3 performances were spectacular. Everything went as planned. We had good audiences, and we broke even with all expenses on the 3rd night. On the 4th night, things became a little more difficult. One of the lead characters, Marta, became sick and lost his voice. He could not sing, and he could barely do things. With this complication, it became even more difficult to plan on what we were going to do. The show must go on. That is a common in theater, and it is true. You can't just cancel. Something has to be done. So, we gathered Marty's sister. She learned all the songs, all the dances, and all of the lines within 2 days. For the 5th performance, she was completely ready to take Marty's role in the play. His sister did an amazing job. If people did not know that she was a replacement, they would never have been able to tell that she hadn't been there all along. I acted as one of the leads in the play, as Gloria the Hippo, as seen in this visual aid. It was very interesting to have a new cast member within the performances. I had been practicing for 2 to 3 months with Marty the Zebra, with my normal companion in this play, and then there was someone else, and it worked out. I could barely tell she hadn't been there the whole time. It was interesting to watch as the different cast members covered up for any of her small mistakes, and she made very few. It was very impressive. At the end of that performance, we were able to give a shout-out to his sister, who had learned this whole play in 2 days, instead of the 3 months that everyone else took. It was amazing. We had many compliments. Some of the direct quotes from our audience is that the play is hilarious. The acting is amazing. People began picking out their favorite characters and praising them after only the 2nd performance. It was an amazing experience. The extensive rehearsals and practices clearly paid off for the cast, as the performances of Madagascar Adventure Junior were spectacular. Though acting can be very difficult, the cast pulled it off very well. Blackfoot Community Players broke in on all expenses after the 3rd performance, as stated before, and it proved that the show was a great success. The director, Heather McPhee, was able to pull together an amazing thing with bunch of 5-year-olds and high schoolers and young children, and she organized them into an amazing cast and put on a great show. Thank you.